Okay, hopefully you can see the deal here. Are you able to read that okay? Is it tiny?
Do you mean to have that Google page over it?
Yes, because I'm trying to hide
Okay.
Hide
the
the-
right-hand side of the document.
Okay. Okay, so you just open 3 no.
Wow. Okay, so you have so many points, right?
Yeah, opening 3 no trump is normally 25 to 27 kind of points.
Yeah.
How many do we have here? 25, I think.
Yeah.
Is it North raised us to 6 no trump? Having a flat hand and 10 points.
Wow.
And the lead is the 10 of hearts.
Okay.
This is
Why
an
don't-
interesting comment too, that an opening bid of 3 no trump, what if North had bid 4 clubs? What would that be?
Gerber.
Or would it be Jacoby?
I see.
Prince,
Well,
right?
your notes say it would be Stamen.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Stamen, not Jacoby.
If Stamen 4 clubs after 3 no trump.
Yeah, because usually Gerber's a jump to 4 clubs and there's no jump there.
Oh, Gerber
And,
is
and,
jump.
and over 3 no trump, you'd often like to find out if there's a 4-4 fit.
Okay.
But
I'm
that's
not sure.
a kind of an esoteric distinction.
Okay.
And so with that
It
many
goes,
points,
it
they
goes
don't.
along with the general theory that 4 clubs is almost never Gerber. It's just so rarely Gerber.
Oh. Yeah.
So with that many points, they don't have a good way of exploring 7 no trump.
Well, because it's limited to 27 points, and North doesn't have a suit, 7's normally going to be hard to make with that.
Right.
You need some source of tricks, like a running suit. And even with all these points that you have, 6 is no gimme. So what's
Right.
our options for how many sure tricks do we have? How many do we have off top?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
8.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm counting. How many?
10?
Not 10.
No, 1, 2.
There's 4 diamonds.
Oh, there's 4 diamonds? What am I missing? I'm not seeing something, I think.
You've got the king, queen, jack of diamonds.
Oh,
right?
okay, I wasn't seeing the other hand. Okay, anyway. I wasn't seeing the other hand for some reason.
Okay, yeah, that'll
Yeah,
make
I
it.
count 11 short
Yeah.
tricks.
Yeah.
Right, and so what are some ways we could try and get a 12th trick?
We have to do it in 1 year.
You could try to finesse a club. You could.
Yep. That's one option. And is there any other option?
If diamonds, you might get an extra diamond and be able to.
Just because of the length of your diamonds.
No, we're already accounting 4 diamonds in our total. So
That's
But
true.
spades, you might get an extra spade.
you might get an extra spade through length, right?
Mm.
If the spades are 3-3, we can do ace king and a low spade, and then the last spade will be good.
That's
Right.
true.
That's yeah, maybe.
So 2 different ways. Which should we try?
Can you?
Well, see how.
Finesse, yeah.
No, I would see how spades split first. Well, I guess.
You don't have to finesse.
Well, I guess you know. Either way, you know. I guess.
If you play ace king of spades and a low spade and they're 4-2, you're down, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'd be more inclined to
If
finesse.
you try the club finesse first and then play ace king and then give up a spade, if the club finesse doesn't work, but the spades are 3-3, you're already down because you lost the club finesse and you have to give up a trick.
Just duck a spade first.
There we are.
Oh, Tony, you're so smart.
You hear what he says there?
Duck a spade first.
Yes.
Because then you for sure will get. Well, I guess not for sure because it could, like you say, split 4.
But if you duck a spade and then you play the ace and king of spades, you'll find out if the spades are splitting.
Right.
And if they are, your last spade and dummy is good. And
So
you
what's the
can-
difference between ducking a spade? Oh, no,
Yeah, you
never
duck-
mind. I'm
you
looking at
duck it
clubs.
first.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm looking at clubs. Okay.
Right, we want to look at spades because
I
spades is
know.
we have 7 cards, and if
Yeah.
they're 3-3, we can set up a long one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So if
So
they
what would be
leave
our
the-
best? Our best. Is there another option? There's a club finesse. There's the spades or 3-3. There's one more.
Well, you were already
Squeeze
getting 3
chance?
hearts and 4 diamonds, right? Oh, let's see.
Well, I guess your heart, no, I don't know what else.
Yeah, you were already getting 3 hearts and 4 diamonds.
Yeah, so it's not hearts or diamonds,
So we're still dealing with the black suits.
right? So the spade splitting is one option. The club finesse is another option. Is there another way to take all 3 clubs besides the club finesse?
I mean, you could play the ace and king and see if the queen falls. Is that what you're?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But what's more likely, the finesse or the queen dropping doubleton?
Probably
They've
the
got
finesse.
we've got 6, so they've got 7 of them.
Yeah, I think the finesse is more likely.
Right. And so how about if it's a singleton queen? Not very likely either, right?
Not very likely.
But can we do both?
Yeah, you can for sure. You can check out the singleton queen.
We can
Easy.
cash the ace of clubs first before finessing in clubs.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
if the queen is singleton offside, we don't have to lose it because we finessed to a singleton queen. You can't pick up a doubleton queen offside because it's not worth it to try and cash ace and king. But you can catch the ace. And so what you'd like to do here is duck a spade first of all, and test the spades.
Mm-hmm.
But then if they don't break, if they're 4-2, then go ahead and cash your ace of clubs, and then try your club finesse.
Okay.
So that's really 3 different chances, right? It'll work if it's a singleton queen, it'll work if the queen's on side, and it'll work if the spades are 3-3. But you got to figure out how to. You'd like to combine all of those so that you can try all 3 of those without giving up on one of them because of your sequence.
So just do those things right away, and then that way you just know what's going on. Okay. Well, you have stoppers and.
Yeah, and it's important to duck that first spade. That's the key to all of this.
Okay.
Because the other things, then testing to see if spades are 3-3 after that, you don't give up the lead. You don't lose another trick in trying. And cashing the ace of clubs, you don't give up the lead, even if it turns out it's not singleton. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, here now we've started with two-note trump. What do we think about opening two-note trump with this hand?
At first glance, I would have thought it was a little light for 2-0.
Yeah, it is a little light.
Yeah,
It's 19 high card points instead of 20, right?
Right.
But you've got that queen jack 10 of diamonds. Does that put you over the top? I don't know.
Yeah, the queen jack 10 fifth of diamonds is pretty good. Also, what do we think is going to be the most likely contract we're going to want to play here?
No trump.
I think so.
Right. And
Mm-hmm.
what's the second most likely?
Hearts.
Hearts. And so if we open a diamond, there's a pretty good chance partner's going to bid a heart. If partner has 4 hearts, they're going to bid a heart, right?
Oh, and then you dummy.
And then we've wrong-sided it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or they're going to bid a no trump.
Yeah.
We'll
Uh-huh.
end up playing 3 no trump. But we would like to be declared. We would like our king doubleton of spades to be protected from the opening lead. we would like a dime or heart lead to come to our ace queen. There's a pretty good chance then if they lead a major that it'll give us a trick. And so from a point of view of I would rather be declare with this hand, and I think that it's a good 19. I think 2-no trump's the bid to make here.
Yeah.
Now North is bidding 3 clubs here, and they're not doing puppet here, they're just doing straight stamen. And so they hear 3 hearts, and then North bids 3-no trump, saying I've got enough for game and I've got 4 spades and I don't have 4 hearts.
So Rick, how much do you worry though? I get your logic, but I mean the other side of it is you're kind of telling your partner you got one more point than you really do.
Yeah, but if I'm willing to consider a length point a point, I've got one more point.
Yeah.
And it's a 20-point hand still. It's only 19 high card points, and we normally use
Right.
high card points for the no trump ladder.
Right.
I would be less inclined to do it if that 4 of diamonds was the 4 of spades and I had a kind of a square hand.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, Lene, are you there?
Oh,
Yes,
did you know?
yes, I am.
Okay.
Our internet was down for a little while.
Oh, that's fine. I saw a black box. I wasn't sure if you were actually in or not, so
Oh, this doesn't have my name attached?
it does. I just want to make sure you're communicating. So that's good. So we're just talking about multiple chances. So here we're in 3-no trump, and the lead is the queen of clubs. So how many sure tricks do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4.
8.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
8. 5 diamonds, 2 clubs, and a heart.
Yep. And so what's our chances for another trick?
Hmm.
A heart finesse.
Yep.
A spade finesse.
Yep.
What do you mean a spade finesse?
Well, maybe that.
The low spade from north, and east has the ace.
Mm.
You'll be able to win
Oh,
the king of
yes,
spades.
for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's the there's a difference. What's the difference between those 2 types of finesses there? You remember the names of those?
I don't remember the names.
Oh, direct and indirect.
That's them. Very good.
Hmm.
Which one's which?
I would guess this is the king is an indirect.
Yep.
No, other one's a direct because it's.
So an indirect finesse is one that even if it works, you have to give up the lead or potentially give up the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Set up your trick. So if even if the ace of spades is with east, if you lead a spade, they could win the spade.
Mm-hmm.
And if, for instance, if you only had one club stopper, they could switch to a club and run clubs after that. So you can't always take an indirect finesse necessarily. But the heart finesse, if it works, you don't have to give up the lead for it to work.
Gotcha.
There's another kind of remote chance for another trick too.
Wow. I guess you have 4 spades.
Yeah, but you only have 6 total, so they're gonna at least be 4-3 against
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
If hearts split 3-3, you can get an extra heart.
Yeah, if the hearts are 3-3, you might take a trick in hearts still.
Mm-hmm.
But chances are they're gonna have taken their club tricks and you have to give up a couple hearts to make that last heart good. So if it comes down to the hearts finesse or the spade finesse, which one should we do first?
I think hearts,
I would too.
See
but
what
I don't know why.
Okay, so here's the full deal. Let's say we try the heart finesse first. If it loses, West will return a club to establish the club suit.
Mm. Oh yeah, we'll be in trouble then.
And then when you try the spade finesse does work. but they hop up with their ace and don't give you time to take your king,
And then they jump in and, oh,
and then they run their clubs.
50-50.
It's not 50-50.
It's not 50-50.
No.
so if they lead the spade, if you do the spade first. Oh, and it works, so you get it, you're still in the lead.
So if it works, you're there, you're good, okay?
Mhm.
And if they jump up with the ace, they can't knock out, they can play a club if you have your 8-9 tricks by then. But if it loses, if it turns out the spade finesse loses and the heart finesse works, you lose the king of spades and they knock out the club.
Mhm.
But now when you try your heart finesse, you don't have to lose the lead when it works. See, in this case, the spade finesse works and the heart finesse loses.
Right.
And so another way to look at it, there's 4 choices. Either both of them work, in which case it doesn't matter what you do,
Mhm.
or both of them fail and it doesn't matter what you do, or one works and the other doesn't in either direction. And so
Okay.
it's just the one working and one doesn't that matters to us, that we can do anything about. So if you swapped it so that the king of hearts was in the east and the ace of spades was in the west, when we try and lead up to our king of spades and it loses, they can switch to a club. But then we get back in and we can do the heart finesse. And because that's a direct finesse, when it works, we don't lose the lead.
Okay.
And so we can afford to lose the king of spades. We can't afford to lose the king of hearts and the ace of spades and the clubs that goes with it.
Rick, I have a question.
Yeah.
So with the given queen of club lead, there's a high chance East have, long potentially running club. But if lead
For West.
West, right? But if had West left something else, what's the danger of if spade lose, they're just gonna run spades?
Yeah, I was wondering that
It
too.
is possible, but they don't have that'll just be 4 spades. We still have 6 between us, and we've got those, 8, 7, 6, 5 are pretty good there.
So then I guess my following question is, have they lead a diamond, for instance, for
Right.
and what's the chance of playing hearts and try to shoot for the outside chance of the fourth heart is set up by
Yeah, if they lead a diamond, I might try that because they don't have any good thing to come back with if the heart finesse loses to West. If they lead a spade, it gives me a trick. If they lead a heart, it gives me a trick.
right. So I'm tempted to just play the 9 of hearts and let it ride.
Yeah, if they let a diamond, that's right.
Okay.
But with the threatening running clubs, we don't have the luxury of losing the lead a couple times to get our 9th trick.
Rick, I didn't quite understand how one causes you to lose the lead and the other one doesn't. Don't you lose? I mean, if you lose the finesse, you lose the lead, right?
Now we're talking about if the finesse wins. In the case where the finesse wins, when the thing's working for your finesse,
Okay.
in hearts, you don't have to lose the lead. If the king of hearts was in the east, you would take the queen of hearts without losing the lead.
I'm being dense.
So
How do you
imagine
not lose the
flip-flop
lead?
the east and west hands, okay? Switch the east and west hands here.
Okay.
And if you lead a low heart from dummy and you play the queen of hearts, it's going to win, right?
Okay.
So that means the finesse won and we did not give up the lead.
Right.
Okay, now leave the hands the way they are right now and compare that to the spade finesse. If we lead a spade, they can hop up with the ace, and so we lose the lead, even though the spade ace is on side.
So you win the
to get
finesse,
in
but you lose the lead.
first.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm not getting it somehow.
Okay, so
To me, it seems
so-
like you lose the lead. Whenever you lose the finesse, you lose the lead. So
we're
I'm
talking about when the
missing-
finesse works, not when it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Well, when it works, you always keep the lead, right?
You don't, because here in this situation, the finesse works because we lead a low spade to our king, and our king is going to be good. This is the definition. This arrangement here is a working spade finesse.
Is the difference between the direct and the indirect, right?
Yeah. So you see, Jackie, this is the working spade finesse situation, right?
I have to think about it some more. It's okay.
Well,
You can,
I
you
mean,
can
if the ace of spades was in the west, our king of spades would never take a trick, right?
absolutely, right.
But with the ace of spades in the east, our king of spades will take a trick.
Yeah,
So we want the ace of spades to be in the east when we lead a low spade up to the king.
sure, sure.
So that's what we say. This is the working. This finesse, the spade finesse is working for us.
Uh-huh.
But we have to allow them to an opportunity to win their ace of spades. We can't win our king of spades without them getting in if they want to, even though the ace of spades is in the east. So even though our finesse works, they get a chance to run their clubs in this case if that's what they want to do before we can cash our king.
Basically, if the ace is in east and you lead to it, you're going to win either way because you can either duck it or you can either take it because they didn't play it, right?
That's right. If they played low, we go up with our king, and then we're not losing the lead either because they ducked it. But in this scenario, if we did the heart finesse first and they knocked out our second club stopper, and then we try the spade finesse, yeah, the ace is on side, but they can still hop up with their ace. They don't have to duck. They'll just win their ace and run the clubs. And it'll be ultimately too late for us to use our king of spades. We'll be down one before we get back in.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go on. We'll look at some more of these.
Okay.
But that is the direct versus indirect. And when there's one of each, we normally want to do the indirect one first.
Okay.
And it's along the same lines of if you need to lose the lead to develop something, try and do it early.
Okay.
I think maybe the point or another point to make is that if you're going to have to lose the lead to make your trick, if you lose the lead, then they knock out your club stopper and you can still try the diamond finesse.
The heart finesse, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the heart finesse, even, and if it doesn't work, then they run their clubs. But if it does work, they don't. So the point is, if you do the diamond, if you do the heart finesse first and it loses, they knock out your club stopper. Then if you try the spade finesse, you're guaranteed it has to lose and they will run their clubs.
It doesn't matter who has the ace at that point. It's too late. It's kind of having to do with tempo of the game. They get one kind of trick taking ahead of you and win the race. Let's keep on going though. Brian's going to mail these out so you can look at them after the fact. Too.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we've got one heart, two clubs, three hearts. This is, I think,
Good job.
it's all right. And then,
Do you agree with the jump, even though you're in a 2/1
yeah,
auction?
this was written up as a standard.
Oh,
I think that this is a good 201 bid
I
because
think it's okay with 2/1 also.
because of the long hearts.
right.
It's long and they're strong. It's a suit
Yeah.
that you're willing to have trump even if partner's got a void.
Yeah.
I didn't open one.
That's kind of how we describe that.
2 elements.
But the jump to six hearts is a little bit aggressive, but
Right.
hearts has a lot of high card points, so there's a good chance there's help in diamonds there.
It's 5 and ace 4. It's 2 elements. That's not. North.
Oh,
So how many sure tricks do we have here?
Mm.
11? Yeah, maybe more than 11.
11.
Yeah. 13, I think. Well,
No, we have 6
I'm
hearts.
counting
Well,
11.
I
11.
6
counted
hearts and 2
11, but
spades is 8. The diamond is 9 and 2 clubs is 11.
well, can't that's where I started. But then can't you count on more than 2 clubs because you've got a queen missing, but then you've still got 2 more
So
winners.
yeah, but if they take their queen, they're going to take a diamond then, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when we talk about sure tricks, we're not talking about what tricks can we develop. We're just saying,
Yeah.
what can we cash?
Yep. Yep.
And we've got 11, and so there's the possibility to develop a 12th trick or a 13th in clubs. Where else could we possibly develop a trick?
Spades.
A spade finesse, yeah.
The spade finesse. Yeah, if we cash the ace of spades and play a spade to the jack, if that works, we can play the king of spades and throw our diamond loser.
Yeah.
You could also
Or
trump
throw the club loser in.
if you didn't run your spades, if you didn't run your hearts, if you didn't run trump, couldn't you play your 4 after you
The 4
lose
diamonds.
it? Never mind. You'd have to dump that 4.
Yeah, the idea is we need to get rid of it somehow.
Yeah.
So which is better? Try and get a spade or a club.
I think
And there's actually one more way. What's the third way we can try and get another trick?
If the queen is a part of a doubleton, you could just
That
play
is
first
correct.
drop.
If the queen of clubs is doubleton, if we play the ace and king, it
but
will
it's
fall.
8 and it's 9 never 8.
So how many do they have?
They have 5.
Mm-hmm.
So which is more likely, that we can drop the queen of clubs or that we can finesse the queen of clubs?
Hmm.
I would think finesse.
Yeah, what's the probability of the finesse working?
50-50.
50-50. And what's the likely distribution of clubs?
3-2.
2, 3, or
Okay,
3,
so
2.
3-2 is the queen's more likely to be in the 3 than the 2. So it's like a 38% chance or 40% chance you can drop the queen.
Yeah.
So what should we do?
And since we're taking all of our chances, we should also see if queen is a singleton.
That you can do that too. That's another one. Well, let's say we play the ace of clubs and we do not see the queen.
Well, if you want to take both chances, you can play the ace king of clubs, and if the queen doesn't drop, then you finesse the jack of spades.
Yep, that is the correct answer.
Mm.
Oh, Linnea, you're so smart.
Well done.
Because the problem is we're sitting there, we got to win the ace of diamonds at trick 1. And then if they get in again, they'll cash their diamond. So if we just do a finesse, whichever finesse we pick, if it loses, we're down. So we can't try both finesses. If they let it trump, we could. But since we can only try one finesse, we might as well try it first in clubs to see if we can drop the queen. If that works, we don't have to finesse. It's not a 50-50, but it's still a decent chance. So the chance of that plus the 50-50 for the spade finesse gives us like a 75% chance of making something like that.
I don't think it's that high.
So you first do your
Well, because the dropping the queen is close to 50-50, it's maybe 40%. That's got a 60% chance of losing, and a 50% chance is a 30%. So it would be a 70% chance of making when you combine your chances. So
So
the
you
idea of
do your-
combining chances is that if you can, it's always better than just the finesse, because you have something to try before the finesse.
Okay. Okay.
All these bidders here, they're going crazy again.
Yeah, they are.
Four,
How many sure tricks have we got here?
wow.
2, 3, 4.
7,
11.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
And so, what are our options for another trick?
Don't run Trump right away and do cash in some. Well, is that going to help you?
Yep.
No, it won't because you're cashing it in on the long side. Huh?
The diamonds, you got 9 diamonds, you could
Yeah.
lose one.
9 diamonds. So yeah, if the diamonds are 2-2, we can surrender a diamond and then
Yeah.
So lose the first one, lose one diamond, and reserve your ace. Is that what you do?
yeah, you can do that.
Oh, the lead of the heart. Okay,
And
that's done. Huh?
Is there another another way?
I don't.
How many clubs do the opponents have?
7, so they could be split 4,
Not
3.
7.
8.
Oh,
8. I got 8.
Hey, that's what I meant. 8. Yeah.
hmm.
So what would be the likely split? How are they most likely split if they have 8?
5, 3,
5.
And what's the second most likely?
4, 4.
Yep. Does it help us if they're 4-4?
Yeah, you get it. You get an
And
extra
you get another one. Yeah.
How would we have to go about that?
way. That would
You'd have to,
have to run. I don't know how you could.
or you trump a couple of little ones.
Yeah, you have to keep getting back there, but so you win the ace of hearts, play the ace and
And king of clubs.
you don't even have to play the ace and king right off. You can rough right
Yeah.
off.
Right.
Rough one, go back. You could go back with a diamond. You could rough another one.
Yeah.
But you have to be a little bit careful about your transportation
Yeah.
because they've already taken out your ace of hearts. You can get back once with the ace of diamonds. You have no clubs.
Right.
Get back in spades.
Right. Yeah.
The tens
You
go.
can play to the 7, 5 to the 7.
Yeah, well, if you do that,
After-
it's like they're 10.
10.
Well, I mean, after you've pulled the others.
2, yeah. So let's see what it
You have
looks
to pull,
like.
you have to pull 2 and then leave the 7.
So the diamonds don't split, but the clubs are 4-4 here. And so we need to rough a club right off, but we need to rough with the 8 because we have to keep that 5
Right.
to get back to the 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then draw 2 rounds of trump. Diamond to the ace, and you can rough another club. Now you can go back to your 5 of spades.
Mm-hmm.
And you can play your ace and king of clubs, and you'll find out if they're 4-4 or not. And if they're not, if they are, you're home. If they're not, you can still see if the diamonds are 2-2, and it'll make if they're that way.
Yeah.
Right. So again, we get to combine our chances because we're not pinning everything on clubs being 4-4. We've got a free chance to see if the clubs are 4-4 before we do the diamonds.
Yep.
Second round of diamonds.
Yeah.
And so the chance of diamonds being 2-2 is less than 50-50. And the chance of the clubs being 4-4 is less than 50-50. But I think the chance of one or the other is at least 50%. Okay. So that's that handout. And then let's go into Shark here.
Oh, we're signing on
The Shark Bridge.
to Shark Bridge.
This thing is going ultra slow here. Let's see if I can restart this.
What did I say? Same one every day, every week.
Oh,
Or put it into chat there too if you don't have the link.
so it says we have no connection to.
Already yet.
Oh, okay,
we're
now
done.
it's.
And are you able to get in, Linnea? Okay.
It had rejected me a couple of times.
It rejected you.
Yes.
All right, hang on. Let me get the hands here. Okay. You should be paired up with somebody, and North is healer here. But don't play the contract, just bid it, and I'll see if
Okay.
we need to change the contracts at all. I can.
How come we? Oh, huh.
Okay, so don't. Yeah, James, don't play there.
Should have jumped on my second bid, huh?
Yeah, you need to jump there for sure.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Okay. I did the same wrong thing. Jump to 3, is that what you jumped to?
I don't know.
Actually, the bid. Yeah, so after the double and then or after the negative double, North can bid 2 spades as a game force, because that's the opponent's suit there.
Oh, yeah.
And South can bid 3 diamonds, showing diamonds, but neither partner has a spade stopper. So what contract do we want to be in here?
Clubs, I guess.
5 clubs. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay?
can you just go back to your so cue bidding of the spade doesn't say anything about anything except that it's game force?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Q bid by North after
Right,
after having opened.
right.
So let me
Does that have a name, that kind of cue bid? I'm not sure I know about that. Sorry?
I don't know.
Okay.
So when you do that though, you only have, well, I guess you have 18 high card points. You have more with length. So that's why you can do it.
You've
That's
got 20 and partner's showing at least 6 there.
Okay, gotcha. And they're beautiful spades.
Excuse me.
Oh, you were
I'm
Okay.
gonna
Okay. Okay.
and where's my okay, so
So-
now you should all, I think, be North in 5
Now-
clubs.
Yeah.
Why does South bid diamonds after North
Two
bids
spades?
two spades? Yes.
Yeah, you're just basically trying to show your hand and suggest a stopper there because that's often the route to 3 no trump.
That's
If you
not
had
much of a
spade stopper, you'd have bid
stopper.
no trump there. What's that?
I said that's not much of a stopper.
But it's enough of a stopper. It's enough that if partner's got spade stopped, you probably want to be in 3 no trump.
Okay. And I've already shown the hearts by the double.
That's right.
Okay.
Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Are we playing it now or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess that's me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's declaring now. I've split
Yeah.
stuff into 6 tables, so
Okay. I gotta think about this. Okay, so we're in 5 clubs. Okay. Okay.
you got kind of stuck there, Tracy, huh?
Yeah, I guess my finesse didn't work, so I shouldn't have done that finesse first. I was first thinking I was gonna leave the jack into the ace king, because then I could do it again if it worked. But then I thought, oh, I'll just try my finesse, and it didn't work, so now I'm stuck. Right?
Yeah.
Unless they break weird, so I mean, I could do an undo and try that.
You can claim Linnea.
Oh, did I just? Oh,
I think oh, you're there. No, okay. My mistake.
okay. Well, I just blew it, so.
Oh, no, it worked actually.
Okay, so what's our lesson about today?
Taking all your chances.
Yeah.
Combining your chances, yeah.
I don't,
So,
I couldn't claim.
I thought you were stuck in the north hand. Yeah, so go ahead and claim now though, right?
Should I claim, or should I claim too? I mean, I'm down, but
Yeah, if you've got the rest of the tricks, just claim. Well, you don't know for sure. You
no.
still have an issue as to what to decide.
Uh,
So you're
oh,
better
God.
off playing the ace there now.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
And
That was
doing
my,
your best.
that was my hesitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess one thing you could deduce is because East bid and he has.
Yeah, but no deducing really. Now,
Okay.
now you can claim, Jackie.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so let's look at all of
Failed my
these,
lesson.
and they take the first two tricks. So, and we've got 10 tricks. We've got what, 6 clubs, 7, 8, and hearts, 9, 10, and diamonds. So we need one more trick. And what's our two chances for that, really?
Well,
Well, a queen singleton, a queen doubleton, or a finesse.
Or finesse and diamonds, or finesse and hearts, right?
right.
We have two suits that we can finesse, but we don't get to do both of them. If we do a losing finesse, we're down, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a finesse in diamonds, there's a finesse in hearts, and then there's a third one that James mentioned, singleton or doubleton, queen of diamonds. So what's our best strategy to combine our chances?
I guess run your
Well, I didn't even count any. I wasn't even thinking about the heart finesse because I was thinking I don't have any heart losers.
But you have an opportunity to develop a trick in hearts.
Yeah.
See, if you play the king of hearts and a heart to the jack and it wins, then the ace of hearts can be used to throw your diamond loser.
Yep.
All right.
But you have to do that early on, right? Because your only entry is going to be the queen of clubs then.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
when you have two suits that you can finesse in, and you need only one of them, but you can't afford to lose one, like you are here, so you're really only going to be able to do one of your two finesses. If you have a way to play for a drop first in one of the suits and then finesse in the other, that's a way to combine chances. And you've got ace, king, jack in diamonds and in hearts. So which suit would be better to play for the drop in?
I feel like
Diamonds.
Did you have more? Or
Because you have more diamonds, that's right.
Well, but you also have the chance of dropping the queen of hearts after 3 rounds of hearts if you rough a heart.
Yeah, but you can't get back to it.
Yes, you can. You play the king of hearts,
Oh,
you
yeah.
play the ace of hearts, rough a heart,
And
and
then back with
then,
the queen of clubs.
yes.
My comment on that is that's
You
less
can do that,
likely
but
than
is
the
that
finesse.
better than a finesse?
No.
It's worse than a finesse, but it is one that you can do to combine chances. So it's better than just trying the diamond finesse, for instance, or just trying the heart finesse. You can try to rough out the queen of hearts, and then try the diamond finesse after. But it's better still to play the ace and king of diamonds.
So you're saying that it's less than a 50% chance that you'll drop the queen of hearts on 3 rounds of hearts?
Yes.
Okay.
Now it's
Because there's 7 of them out rather than, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But you're trying to drop it in 3 rounds, not 2.
Right, but they are going to tend to divide 4-2.
4-3.
So,
3
And queen is a lot more likely on the long side. Like combine all the possible long side, it's probably less than 30% that you can drop the queen into a round.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you only have the 7. Oh, you guys have the jack.
so the hang on a second. Yeah, I was going to say I'm looking at the wrong description here. Still, oh, I see. I'm still looking at.
I'll see the jack over there.
Yeah, so the most straightforward is to play your ace and king of diamonds, and if the queen doesn't fall, then you can do the queen, a king of hearts, and a heart to the jack. But you need to do that with holding on to your queen of clubs so that you can get
Yeah.
back to the jack hearts.
But you don't have a very good chance of the queen. I know it does in this case, but you don't have a very good chance of the queen dropping when it's 4-2, which is the likely distribution.
Wait, so if you don't try that, what is your chance of this working? It's just the heart finesse, right?
Yeah.
50-50.
That's 50-50. So trying to drop the queen of diamonds, and if it doesn't, then trying the heart finesse, what's the chance of that? Is it better than 50-50?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So even though the queen of diamonds dropping is a low probability by itself, it's still better to try that first because you can try that without losing the lead, and you can still do your heart finesse if it doesn't happen to drop. Even if you had ace, queen, jack, whatever, and there was just the king out, you might try and drop the singleton king before trying the heart finesse to give yourself just that sliver of extra chance.
Yeah.
So, but these are the kind of hands that take a little bit of thinking out ahead of time.
A lot of thinking.
Well, they do, but as you practice these, as you exercise the concept of combining chances like this,
Yeah.
you'll start to see these things. Oh, I can only do one finesse or the other. Maybe I should try to do a drop first.
Yeah.
It's just like when you're first learning to rough losers and dummy, that seems really complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But after it's become part of your just normal bag of tricks,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't take much thinking to rough a trick and dummy. It's the same kind of thing here. You don't have to do huge statistical analysis for these kind of things to ultimately say, oh, I've got an extra chance before I try my finesse. I might as well try
Yeah.
this first.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay. And so, let's see how many. We've got 5 more of these. I think we're out of time, but I think what we'll do is just try these next week.
Okay.
We'll play the last 5 next week.
Okay, good.
These are great, Rick. I mean, they're tough.
I love them.
They are really tough. They're good though.
Yeah, they're
Good. Well,
really good.
they're the right level because it's challenging you,
Absolutely.
but not unreasonably difficult for you. It's the right level for where you're at. Okay.
Yep.
Great, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Rick.
All right. And now Brian's gonna mail out the first handout we did,
Okay.
and also the one for the hands we just played. So if you don't look at the next 5, then you'll be able to play them.
Okay.